Hello and welcome to a new update from an Unwound Clockwork. So this month we were finally able to make some real progress again. Mona moved to a new studio and continued the animation of the boss office scene. So the new room is quite a bit larger than the old cramped space and much more comfortable to work in. And so after setting everything up and darkening the room, we were ready to tackle the last remaining animations of this scene. So these are mostly close-up animations from the boss's hands or from the face of the main character. And I think the most challenging thing remaining was the boss examining these stack of paperworks, which was quite challenging to animate, but other than that, everything remaining is quite easy to do. And if everything goes to plan, the last shots will be done in about 2 weeks, I guess. And then everything will be transported back to my place. So yeah, we're really on the finish line here, and it's really great to see how all the bits and pieces come together now. Well, in the meantime, here in my shop, I started working on this mechanical jellyfish-like creature I designed last month. And first, I prepared and ordered all the laser cut components I'm going to need for this creature. So while waiting for those to arrive, it usually takes like a couple of weeks, I already started working on the other mechanical components which will hold everything together. For example, this centerpiece. And it was really challenging because I chose an heptagonal symmetry for the entire creature. So yeah, I was really glad it worked out with my rotary table and everything. And then I also prepared all the screws I'm going to need for this creature. I want to have it look really neat and tidy in a different way than all the other robots. So I chose to polish all the 100 screws of this assembly, and then I black finished all of them. So I hope there will be a nice contrast between the black tiny screw spots on the golden brass surfaces. So we will see how it goes. Now I can't wait to start working on the main assembly of the creature, of course, and luckily I'm ready to start with this now because the laser cut parts just arrived and they look really nice. And another thing which might be worth mentioning, I got a new tool in the shop. So I now own a spot welding machine which is able to fuse small metal components with a high current pulse. And I got this particular unit from AliExpress because the European manufactured ones are completely unaffordable, sadly. So this machine functions well as far as I can tell, and is quite powerful, but also it's a reliable breaker switch testing machine if you turn it up above 70%. So yeah, luckily I'm only using the lower range of its power capacity, so it's probably fine. Yeah, and the reason I bought this is because I want to use it for assembling the tiny knuckle joints of my mechanical hand armatures. Those turned out to be a bit problematic in the past. First, I soldered each individual knuckle by hand, but this was just way too much work and not really feasible for selling these as mechanical armature components. So on the second iteration, I tried out a purely mechanical connection, like a mechanism which just interlocks. And this felt like a really neat solution, but as it happened, this connection loosens over time, so it's also not feasible for a high quality product. And now I want to try to fuse the knuckle parts, with this spot welding machine. So as it is, the machine is mostly intended for sheet metal or battery welding, which is not of much use to me. So what I need to do is add my own little fixture to hold all the knuckle pieces in the perfect orientation while welding them. So the first thing I did is manufacture those connector pieces here, which directly plug into the power outlets of the machine. They are made from pure copper, which I gold plated to make a perfect electronic connection. I think they are really neat, and I'm sorry I didn't record any footage of me making them, it was kind of a side project. But anyways, I also made a first fixture piece for the knuckle components, which screws onto the connectors and holds the pieces in place. And then I can apply the pulse, and if everything is set up correctly, I have a nicely welded knuckle piece. Right now I'm in the process of doing tests to figure out the perfect settings to get reliable results, but I'm confident this will actually work out. I was kind of afraid this might not work at all or something, but I got some good results so far, so fingers crossed this will work. So I will be able to use this technique for all future knuckle joints of my hand armatures. So I'm always figuring out new techniques and trying to improve my products. And it's quite a lot of work, and I'm not sure if all these investments are worth the effort in any time, but as I'm kind of the only one manufacturing hand armatures, who else will do it if not me? So I thought, at least give it a try. And at least it's satisfying if ideas like this work out. And I hope it's satisfying for you as well to participate in the process. I think those are the main takeaways from last month. But I also spent some more time doing computer design work. Right now I'm recreating one of my old robot characters as 3D model, and this will be used for an upcoming project next year. You will hear about it in about 1 month, but as a little teaser, let me say you will have the option to get your own little robot character very soon if you're interested. So I guess that's something to look forward to. And also we're all anticipating the end of the shooting of the boss's scenes, of course, and then I can't wait to start working on that mechanical jellyfish creature too. So there are a lot of things to look forward to, I think. And for now, let me say thank you so much for your support and for watching the video, and see you soon again. Bye bye.